Here it is, healthy habit number 8. This one, awesome. Write in a journal. Keep a journal. This is something that I was prompted to do as a very young girl, and all my sisters did it. And it was my mom and dad's way of helping us keep track of our lives, the events, and our blessings. It was always a gratitude journal, but it's also a place for you to keep track of important life events. And it reminds you of the blessings you have. I know that when I write in my journal, I have a little 5-year journal and other stuff I write in, but this one that I don't skip and I do it every single day, there's a little section for each day. And what happens is as I write and I start the next year, I can look up and see what happened the year before, and then the year before, and the year before on the same day. And it reminds me that no matter what I do or I don't do, my life is still going to pass me by. And that every single day that I am alive counts. And every day matters. And these days and the things that we do compound into each other and make a really beautiful, brilliant life, or it can make a life that we might live that's full of regrets. So when you keep a journal, it reminds you of your blessings and it reminds you of what it means to be alive. Now, here's another thing that's very powerful about a journal. Sometimes you might have something to get out that just simply needs to get out because it's a feeling. It might be anger, it might be rage, it might be depression. And when you can get these things out on paper, it gives validity to your thoughts and your feelings. It's almost like writing a nasty email to somebody when you have this heated reaction to something, but you don't send it. You sit on it and you just get all that out. You come back the next day and at least if you're like me, you've probably done both ways. You send something in the heat of the moment, and then you just wish so badly you would have waited and realized that all you really needed to do is get it out, right? So if you sit on it, you come back the next day, chances are you're probably going to either tweak it and make it a little bit kinder, still getting your point across, or you're going to delete it altogether and you're not going to even use it. So a journal can act as the same way, where you can sit and you can literally write out your feelings and you can get things out. This has been a huge help for me over the years of my life because I just feel so much better and validated when I can get these feelings out. And it makes a huge difference. And again, it really reminds me about what's important because we have these things, these moments of anger and rage, and someone's not doing something and it's making us upset, when in reality, it's our own perception. And we are the ones who are really having these thoughts that we can completely shift and change. And before you go into a heated argument, getting something down on paper can make a big difference. So here's what I do when I have something that is less than kind that I need to get on paper. So this is not a journal that I keep. This is actually a big blank notebook that has the perforated that I can rip out and shred. So what I do is this. If it's a negative dump into a journal, I'll write everything out. And I will get as petty and nasty and angry as my imperfect human ego needs to get. And then when I first did that, I was so horrified by the things that was coming out of me that I would shred it right away. And of course I was glad I did that because I would not want, these are not meant for anyone to see or for even for you to go back and read and ponder on down the future. But what I found is when I close the book after I've let all these ugly feelings out that needed to come out, I'll go back the next day and I'll read it. And what it does is it validates my feelings. It validates that what I was feeling was important and important for me to get out, and then I will shred it. Now, this is not something you have to do this exact way, but this has been life-changing for my physical health because I'm one of those people who tends to have physical pain when I have emotional pain. And it might just be because I'm mad at my husband or I'm a perfectionist and the house isn't as clean as I like it to be. So it might just be, it could be a combination of any of those things. So having a journal that I could literally write down my rage thoughts has been a big, beautiful difference for me. And like I said, I don't keep those and I don't reread them except for that once. That one time I'll go back and reread right after I wrote it the next day and then I'll get rid of it. But having a normal journal that's something I do want to keep, that reiterates my blessings and gives me gratitude for the simple fact of being around. So this is another reason to get up early. That's healthy habit number 1, and write in your journal. Take a few minutes. The propel of your day into gratitude for your blessings is a completely different way to start your day than simply picking up your smartphone and scrolling social media or looking at your emails. Um, Take those moments. They're huge and they're life-changing. So have a beautiful day. I hope you are inspired to start a journal, and we'll talk to you soon.